Fish. I'm coming to you today from our demonstration kitchen here in Chesterfield Road in East Lyme. Welcome. I'm going to be sharing with you a quick recipe on flounder today, but before I do, I wanted to catch you up on some of the events that are going to be happening around Flanders Fish Market this week. Easter Sunday coming up. We're open 10 in the morning for brunch till 5. We close the kitchen around 4:15 to make sure that our staff can get out and get home and enjoy an Easter holiday. Chef Olivia has some wonderful recipes lined up for you for Good Friday all day, Saturday, and Sunday, a special Easter Sunday menu that she is putting out. So stop on by and enjoy and have a wonderful, happy Easter. Then we go on to the food series. It's a around the world food series. We're going to do 4 locations. The Caribbean, recipes inspired by islands life in the Caribbean on April 14th. April 21st, Hawaii, recipes inspired by that cuisine. April 28th, Japan. We're going to bring some food from Japanese flavors over here and have you try. And then the Philippines, our chef Olivia will be cooking with our manager Leo, who is a native of the Philippines, and he's going to share some authentic Philippine recipes, and that will be either on May 5th or May 12th. So you can sign up for one of those dinners or all. You'll get a demonstration, you'll get a tasting, and then a 4-course meal with wine paired, and you're going to learn a little bit about the food and a little bit about the wine. So that'll be a fun time with Chef Olivia. June 12th, our second annual Anthony Bourdain dinner to benefit the Brian Daigle Foundation. And then in September, we're going to run our 19th annual oyster dinner. So in the meantime, FlandersFish.com, take a look online to see and keep up with a lot of the specials and promotions that we're going to be doing to honor our 40th year in business. We opened December 23rd, 1983, so we're celebrating our 40th year. So these streaming videos can be found either on the website or also on our YouTube channel if you just type in Flanders Fish. So remember, Easter Sunday, Good Friday, and then the Around the World Food Series with Chef Olivia. But let's talk a little bit about fish. It's flounder season, so I have for you a little bit of flounder here. There's 2 fillets, and I'm bringing you 2 fillets. You see, one is a lighter, the other is darker. This is called a blackback flounder or a fluke. And the reason is they have a black skin so they can burrow under the sand and their predators just swim by them. But the meat is the same. It's beautiful white meat. You see when it's nice and fresh, it's translucent. It will cook up nice, clear, and white. And that's what we're going to be showing you today. And I like flounder because flounder is nice and mild. In the scheme of things, it's one of the most mild white fish, and if we're going to get our kids to try to eat more fish and seafood, the milder the better. It's been my experience. So let's start with a simple recipe. We'll crack open 1 egg. We will then whisk the egg around just to mix it up a little bit, and then I have some seasoned breadcrumbs. I like the seasoned breadcrumbs because it gives it a nice flavor, and again, it's a versatile flavor, and it's something that the kids are going to really enjoy. I'm going to start my pan. You want the pan to be a little bit hot. The rule of thumb with seafood is 10 minutes to the inch of thickness in a good hot oven and a good hot pan. And you see that the flounder is, much less than even half an inch. So it's going to take us just a few minutes to cook this wonderful fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the flounder right through the egg wash. And you see we're just coating the flounder with the egg wash. We're going to let it drip dry a little bit, and then we just throw it in the breadcrumbs. I've got a little wider plate, a little curved on the edge to contain some of the mess while you're working, and you see how that is nice and coated with the breadcrumbs. Same thing, we'll do it here. We'll just get some of the egg, and you see one egg does about 2 good fillets, and you might be able to get another one in there, but this will feed, you know, at least 2 people, and if your kids are like my kids, you probably get two kids out of each one of these pieces. So, just clean my hands off. We have the pan. You see the oil in there is moving freely around the pan. That's a sign of the oil getting hot. It starts to bubble a little bit. You want to catch it there. You don't want it to really smoke. But once it gets hot, we're going to just lay the flounder right in there. And you can see the bubbling, right? You can see the bubbling of that, of the olive oil, and that's a good thing. We want it to cook. And we're going to do the same thing with that other piece of flounder there. So, remember, 10 minutes to the inch of thickness, and we're looking at having something that's nice and golden brown. You only have the flounder in there for a couple of minutes. While you're cooking any fish or seafood, if it's in a hot pan, don't think just because you turned it off, it's going to stop cooking. The heat from the pan will continue to generate heat on the fish, and oftentimes the mistake people make with fish is that they leave it in there thinking it's not cooking anymore, and then it gets overdone. So we're going to take a quick look, and you see it's nice and golden brown on that side, and you'll be able to feel it underneath. So why don't we see if we can flip that over nice and easy. You can see how nice and golden brown it is. And we're going to flip that over as well. So we have 2 beautiful pieces of fish. They're still moving around the pan. They're golden brown on the top. That means they're half to 3/4 of the way cooked through. But you see that the olive oil has dissipated a little bit. So we want to make sure that the fish can move on the pan and not get stuck. You see how all you do is you shake it a little bit and you move that fish back and forth, and now the fish is pretty much done. So what did that take? A couple of minutes, and you have a nice prepared meal. As you can see, we're going to get 2 to 4 pieces out of this for the kids, and it's good to have a quick meal. It's nice and fresh. When you got kids running around or you got to hit the Little League game, there's always somewhere to go with the kids. In fact, my wife once told my youngest, I'm going to rename you Get in the Car, so you're not confused. And we all know if you have a lot of kids, that's what's happening. But I turned the pan off, the flounder is done, and I have prepared a nice fish here on the plate. And let's see if I can get you to take a look at that. That's a nice plate of fresh flounder with some fries. My kids love fries. Let's put it over here. And you'll see that I've prepared a nice piece of flounder already cooked over some rice with broccoli. That'll be something that you may want to enjoy. Your kids can have the fries. And so that's just an easy recipe for flounder. Again, a chicken cutlet. If you want to pound out a thin chicken cutlet, you can make beautiful chicken cutlets with that. We're going to go over some different kinds of recipes that you can do quick and easy. Feed your kids good fresh food. Enjoy a nice piece of fish or seafood yourself, and do it without a whole heck of a lot of work. So remember to tune us in, FlandersFish.com, for all of our special events coming forward. And thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.